Hi everybody, once again you are welcome to my YouTube tutorial, and in this video we'll be continuing with the third part of this analysis. In the first part, you remember that we did our analysis where we upload our data and we did what we call data pre-processing, where we process our data in Power Query. If you have not watched the video, you can quickly rush there to see how we did it. And the second part is we analyze and we visualize this dashboard. So this was the dashboard for the second part, which was the first report that we did. So as you can see, we have our purchase, we have our revenue, we have our purchase efficiency, whereby we have 78.9% purchase efficiency. Then we have our average sales order, which is 872 million. Then we have open sales of 11 million. Then we have our inventory wise, we have our quantity available, which is 39.65% quantity available. Then quantity on order, which is 10%, that is good. The quantity on hand, we have our 49.09%. Then we have 0.38% of back order, and we should have to attend to the back order quantity that they have. And you can see we have purchase revenue and we have our sales fulfillment rate by item category, where we get our purchase, our sales revenue, our average, our sales fulfillment rate, and we can see what we have. These are the first part of the analysis. Then we'll be going to the second part of the analysis, where we are going to also be visualizing about some other things that the companies want us to analyze. So the first thing we are going to do is we continue creating our measure, because we have to create as many measures as possible in order for us to get what they actually need. Then first thing is they want to see the cost per order. So the company would like to see the cost per order. So we want to see how much does it cost for ordering a goods. So that is the first thing we are going to do. So we'll come to our measure. Then we are going to come to the this 3 dots. So we'll make this 3 dots. Then we'll create a new measure. Then from there we go to allow it to open. Then we'll calculate our cost per order. That is the first KPIs they want to see in the second dashboard. So we have our cost per order. So we have our cost per order. So let me put this as a capital letter as well, so every time we go fine. So we have our cost per order equal to, then how do we get our cost per order? We are going to divide our purchase amount by the sum of purchase quantity ordered. So that is what we are going to do. So we are going to divide our sum of purchase. We divide sum of, you can see the first thing is numerator, denominator the alternative. So we are going to divide our sum of what? Our sum of purchase amount. So let's look for the purchase amount here. So we look for, we go to our purchase table. This is the purchase table. So we come to the purchase amount and we are going to divide it by we're going to divide it by the sum of purchase quantity order. So the quantity that was ordered. So we want to see how much does it cost in order. How much does it cost per order, per one order. So we're going to have our sum of, this is going to be our purchase as well. Then we look for the quantity order, purchase. Let's go to the purchase table. We'll go to, these are purchase, and we'll look for the quantity order. This is the quantity order. This is the quantity that the company ordered. So we'll close it. Then we'll put 0 in case if anything happen. So return is 0. So what happened here is this. Now they want to say cost per order. How much does it cost by ordering the goods. So we will see the sum of purchase amount, then the sum of quantity that was ordered. So we divide this by the quantity that was ordered, then we are going to get our purchase amount. So I'm going to pick in the KPIs one after the other, so we will not be able to miss out what we actually did. So let me put this one out. Cost of purchase order. So let's see what we have there. So we have 28.21. That is good. So we can just leave it like that. So we are going to leave it this way, and we are going to put currency. So let's come back here and let's put, we are not going to use auto, let's use 1 instead of using auto. Then we are going to put currency, so that should give us 20.2. Then we come to our currency, then we use the same currency that we have been using. So we have this as this, so that is good. Then we place this here, then we go to format, come to this 3 dots, then go to format, then we go to our size and style. We remove the background, then we put the shadow, which is what we need. Then the next thing is we go to our colored label. This is the colored label cost per order. We remove the colored label, then we go to our title, we switch on the title, and we put the title at the top because we want the title to be at the top. So this is cost per, this is the cost per order. So let me, everything should not be capital letter. Cost per order. Then we bring it down, then we center it, and then the next thing we are going to do, we go to the colored value. From the colored value, we are going to, you can just leave it like that. Now we go to the color, we make it this color to rhyme with what we actually have here. So that's why we are using that is same color. So we have this, then we reduce this a bit, reduce a bit as well, so we can just see it cost per order. So we have our cost per order to be sum up here. So let me see if we can reduce it a bit as well. So let's go to the colored value and let's make it like 35, and let's see, let's make it like 40. Okay, I think 40 is actually good. So we have this here. So we have, this is the first KPIs that they need. So we are putting the KPIs here. The second thing that they want to see is they want to see open purchase. Open, remember we have our open sales in this place in the first report. We have our open sales of 11 million, but they want to see the opened purchase. So we'll go back to here and report 2. Then we're going to create another layer, and the layer we're going to create a layer for the open purchase. So we'll go to our layer again. Let's come down here and let's have what we call new. Let's create new from here, and we're going to create our open purchase. So there are multiple purchases that is still open for them to achieve. So we have this as open purchase, and it's going to give us the sum. So we are going to have the sum of purchase order quantity opened. So that is very simple to achieve. Let's go to the purchase amount, quantity opened. Let's look for the quantity opened in our purchase table. This is the quantity opened. This is purchase order quantity opened. So that is the one we are talking about. Then we'll close it. Then we'll click enter. So we are going to wait. So we are going to copy this. Now we are going to paste and for us to reuse it, and we are going to have it here. Then we remove this, then we go to purchase, open purchase. So we have our open purchase as 24 million. That is good. So open purchase is 24 million. We'll leave that like that. Then we'll change it. The title. Let's go to the title and let's make it open purchase. So we have our open purchase. That's actually nice. Then the third one that they want to see the purchase year to date. And remember, we have our purchase year to date before, so we don't have to create anything about the purchase year to date. So we just copy this and we paste. So we've already created a layer for the purchase year to date. So we remove this and we'll look for the purchase year to date, which is this. So 1.6 billion. So we are going to change it to million. So purchase year to date. Let's go back to the value. Let's go to the value. Then we're going to turn it to million. Let's see what we are going to have. So we are going to have 1.596 points. Oh, then we are going to, let me make this one and let's see. Let me click out and see what will happen here. See 1.9. I don't want to make it in billion, so let's come back to the auto value, color value. This is color value we are having. So let me have as is 0. So yeah, we are having 1,597. So that is good for that. So already we just reduce this. So we've already gotten that. So purchase year to date. So we're going to change the topic now in the title now to purchase year to date. So we have purchase year to date. So the purchase year to date is 1,597,000,000. So that is good. So we put this here. We put this closer here. Then maybe should reduce this a bit. Let's see. No. So we're done with that already. The next KPI they want to see is also they want to see open sales. Already we've created for open sales. So the only thing we just have to do, we copy this as well. So and we just put our open sales here. So we have open purchase. We can just put this around here and put the open sales closer here. So we have cost per order, open purchase, purchases to date, open sales. Then the next thing we are going to do is let's come back here and let's change this to open sales. So we have the open sales for them to see what is. Yeah, this is open sales. Then we have this as open sales. Open sales. So we have our open sales. That is perfectly okay. Then the next thing they will also like to see, which is already will come for that. It's like they want to see, let me see. Okay, this is pretty nice. Also, they would like to see average sales value. And don't forget that already we have our average sales value here. Let's come down here. Now we have our open sales, then we have our average sales value. So we'll come back here. So we've already done that. We'll just copy this and we copy, then we paste, then we make it our average sales. So let's come down here, let's remove it and make it our average sales. Look for the average sales order. So we have this average sales. and let's change the title to the average sales. I'm sorry, this should be not average sales is already this should be purchase year to date. I mean sales year to date. So let's come down to sales year to date. So sales year to date. Sales revenue. Let me see year over year. Sales year to date. Okay, so this is sales year to date. So this should be this should be sales year to date. So we have purchase year to date, sales year to date. So we have 1,597,000, 1,791 million. So we have this is what we have sales year to date. So we come down here. Now we have our sales. Our sales year to date. Sales year to date. So we already have that. So we've already done with the 5 KPIs that they want to see. They want to see cost per order. And another thing they want to see here is we are going to remove open sales. Open sales is already here. So we are going to change this to the average item rate. So we are going to create a measure for that. Average item rate. Let's go to the item. So we are going to see, let's go to the inventory, look at average cost, sorry. So we are going to have our average cost here. So we are going to click this and we are going to have what we call average cost. So we can as well use the average cost like this, but it's better for us to create a measure. So we come down here and we're going to create a new measure. And we are going to have, which is going to give us average cost. So we are going to have what we call first average cost. Let's come back here. Let's write it AGV average cost is equal to, and we are still going to have what we call the average. Then we go to the average cost here. Then we are going to just copy it. Then we close it. Then we already have open sales, so we are not using open sales. So we are going to have what we call average sales. Average cost. So we move it down. We have the average cost here. Is it a million? So we come down to our value. Because it's a million, we are going to change it to none, and we are going to have 1,223. So we come down here, then we're going to change this to currency. Let's make it a currency. So that is the average cost. So average cost. So we have average. Let's come back to our title. Then we'll change it to average cost. So we already done. We did all the KPIs. Everything is perfectly done now. So we move this a bit closer. So we move this a bit closer as well. Then we are actually done with that. Then the next thing is we are going to also go to quantity by itself. So the next thing we are going to do, we're just going to copy this from here. We don't want to create it from the beginning, so we copy this. Then we bring it down here. And let's have this here and paste. So we have this paste. Then we are going to make it actually not inventory wise. So we are going to make it sales wise and purchase wise. So we are going to change this from everything that we have here, everything that we have here, everything that we have here. So we are going to make it purchase wise. And let's go to our purchase table. This is our purchase table. Already we should create a measure for the quantity under everything, but we can also use it like that. So I want to say purchase wise like inventory wise. So we come to the purchase, then we are going to take quantity received, quantity order, quantity opened. Let me see. Quantity received should be nil. So while we're having this as, so let's go back to our table here, and let's go to purchase, and let's look for our quantity received. The quantity received is what? O number, yeah. So what's happening? Our quantity received opened. Let me see. Our quantity received is also a whole number, so it's showing a whole number here. Data type whole number. So let's go to. So why is it not showing a number here? This field or table is visible when we probably select to edit. So let's go back to our. So we are going to take our to our purchase. We click on the. We should be 3. On the normal thing, I think everything we should have should be actually 4. You see, we have the sum of quantity opened 24 million. You can see we have the quantity opened 24 million. Quantity ordered. So we have the quantity order 11.15 million. The quantity received, let's see. So we have to go back to our table. Let's go to it. And we are going to actually check something out there. Allow it to open. Then we go to our purchase table. Let's go to our purchase. Just that it might take a while before, okay? And we want to say something at the quantity ordered, quantity opened. So we want to say quantity opened, quantity received, purchase order. The quantity received is actually whole number, so why whole number? So it's actually a number, so I see no reason why we should have problem with that. So we have whole number, open whole number, quantity order, whole number. Everything is correct. So let's go back to close and. So we shouldn't have why it's giving us all this. So let's wait for it to load. Probably it might still be loading. Let's see. So it's still loading. So we'll just wait for some seconds and let's see. So it's loading. And give it some few minutes to finally load. So add it, so we remove the quantity received, and we have the quantity order, or we change, discard. We don't want to discard. Yes, discard. So we go back to this. I'll change it to our sales. So let's remove everything here. Let's remove everything and let's go back to our sales. table, and we are going to use this as a sales. So in our sales table, we are going to pick our quantity. Let's see, we have quantity opened, quantity order. What is all the quantity received? Not given. Something is actually wrong here. Okay. You know what I'm going to do is let me go back up here and let me try to create a mirror and let me see what will happen. Let's create a mirror first because this shouldn't give us this when I did the first one. So I don't know why we are getting all this. Then we're going to let me make quantity receive. Quantity. I'm going to recruit sales quantity receive and make it smaller. Sales quantity receive. So it's going to give us the sum of. So let's go to. I just want to try something and let me see. Now I sales quantity receive. Let me see what will happen. If sum doesn't work, I will use count, but count will not give us the actual number that we needed to achieve. So let me bring this down here and let me see what I have here. Let me see. 82.8 million. So we can just come back here. Let's go to our sales. Quality receive and remove it. Then we go back to our sales quantity receive. For the sales, the one we just created, sales quantity, and let's put this one back. And let's see. So we have our sales quantity received. So I think we can just use that to cover for that, and I think that is actually good enough. So the quantity received is 80 watts. The quantity received, sum of quantity, let me see, quantity order, quantity received, 82 million. So good. So that's what we are going to do. So we come back. Sales quantity received is our sales quantity received. We'll come back here. I will turn this on to rename it and let's make it quantity opened. So then we'll come back to this. So make sure you click enter and let's come back to this and let's make it this, rename it as quantity ordered. So we'll remove some, then we'll make it quantity order. Then we'll click enter. Then we'll come back to the third one. Instead of sales, let's rename it. Then we're going to make it quantity receive. So we're going to make quantity receive. So we have this perfectly in the right order now. So we have our sales quantity receive. So let's put this aside here. Now we're going to copy this because we see quantity opened 11 million, and which is, where is the quantity open? We will remove it. So we have it here, quantity open 11 million. So we're going to copy this and let's change the title before we do that. So let's come to format and we're going to make it purchase wise. So we're having purchase wise. So we like that. Then we have this here. Let me see if we can actually reduce this a bit without anything changing. Let me see. quantity open, quantity order, quantity received. Okay, we can just have this small, and let's bring this here as well. So we can remove this. And so therefore remove this, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to create a number for it. And I'm going to create a number, and it's going to be quantity received for purchase, for sales. Oh, I think this is actually sales, so I'm going to correct that. So I'm going to put purchase. So we purchase sum of quantity received. So I remember sales. So we are going to purchase. So let's go to purchase now. And in the purchase table, we want to calculate the quantity received. This is the quantity order, quantity received. So we have this purchase quantity received. So that's good. So we'll remove it. What we are going to do next is so already what we are going to do next is we are going to, let me bring this down. Already, I'm going to remove later. So we are going to copy this. I've already changed this to sales wise. So we copy this, then we put it here for the inventory. So we go to, we can close this for now, and let's go to this data, and let's go to our inventory. So we are going to remove everything from the sales. Then we are going to have our purchase. This is our purchase. Then we are going to have our purchase order ID. This is purchase order ID. We don't need it. So we have our opened, we have our quantity order. Then already I've created quantity received. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to purchase quantity. This is purchase quantity received. I'm going to add it to it, making 3. So these are the 3 things that we need. Let me draw this out so that we can see. So we need quantity received, which is quantity received, quantity order, quantity opened. These are the 3 major things we need. So we move down here, then everything is good. Purchase, quantity received, sum of quantity received. So we are going to change it. Let's go down here. Instead of sum of quantity, we are going to remove it and put just quantity opened. Then click enter, and let's look at the quantity opened. You can see we have 24 million, and quantity open purchase we have 24 million as well. So that is perfectly good. Then we come to the second one. We'll rename it as well. Quantity order, we change it from just put it quantity order. And let's look at it. We have 115 million, which is 50% quantity order. Then this is purchase. Let me remove this. This is quantity received. Let's go to, I'm going to rename this as quantity received, like every other one. Quantity received. So let me put it close together. Quantity received. So as you can see, we have quantity received. This is the ordered. So the quantity ordered is 150 million. Then the received is the received 39%, which is 90 million. Then a opened quantity is 10.54, which is 24 million. So when you add this and this together, I think we should have something relating to this. So this is 150 million. 24 plus this is 115 million. So approximately, So we are getting this. So that is what we have as that. So I'm going to remove this. I don't actually need this, so we remove it. So the next thing we want to see purchase and sales of the item type. We have the item type. Let's go to the item table. In the item table, we have our item, and this is the item type. Let me bring a table out. I'm going to use this table for us to see. Then I'm going to put the table here. Then I'm going to click on the item type for us to see. So we see discount, we see invert part, we see not available. This is actually not, I make it not available. So this is non-invert part. So now we want to see this by purchase and also sales. That is what we want to see it by purchase, and also want to see by sales. So this is what we actually want to see. Then what are we going to do? We are going to pick it one after the other. So we are going to pick, let's pick our purchase first. Where is our purchase? We look for our purchase here. We have our purchase. Let's put our purchase. No. Okay, so we have our purchase discount. We have 1,677,230.5. Invert, then not available. We have this amount, which is 577 million. Then we're going to pick our sales. So let's go to sales revenue. We have the sales. So when we have purchase, we have the sales. Then we have this as well. We have this. Then not available. We have this. So we are going to turn it to a chart instead of using a table. And let's see this chart first of all. Let's see. So we have this, and let me try to see this. So this will have been actually good. Let me see. Not available. It's at the top. And invert at the middle. Okay, let me come back to this. We are going to use this, and we are going to put this around this corner, and we are going to draw it now. Then we have this is not available, and we have this as, what type is this purchase type? What item is this? The item is not available, so it doesn't have a name. Then we want to sort. Let's sort. We want to sort this. We have, this is our revenue. This is our revenue. Then this is our purchase. So I want us to sort first. So I'm going to sort. Sort by purchase. Let's sort by, let me see. Ascending and descending first. No, let's go back to sort. Then we sort by sales revenue. And let's see, as descending. So we have this already. So what we are going to do next is, let's go to format. We go to this format. Then we go to legend, and let's remove background, and let's just put border. Then we'll close this back. I will come back to the title, the x-axis, the title. This is this, we don't need it. Let's remove it, we give the value. Then the next thing is, let's go to the y-axis. The y-axis, we don't need everything, but the title and the value, so we remove it because we are having it at the top already, so we don't have to put anything there. Then we go to the legend. The legend, we're going to remove the title of the legend. So let's remove the title. So we'll remove the title. So that's good. Then we have this amount here. So we have this. So let me see what we can do, if we can increase this up a bit. But I'm not really sure. Let's go to grid line. We don't have any grid line. Data label. So let's put the data label, and we are going to turn everything down to million. So let's go. Scroll down. We go to data value, and let's change this to million. on the C. So we have 150 million. So we have 190. This 58 million, 195 million. So that is good. 90 million is 0.2 million, 60 million, 44 million, 1.7 million, and we have everything ready. So the company have to deal with this not available purchase. So we have to see this and we have to see what's actually happened, because we only have 3 discounts, non-invert parts, and we have invert parts. So we have that already. Then let's go to purchase and the sales of item type. That is going to be the title. So let's go up, go back to title, and we have to have purchase and sales, position sales by item type. So I'm going to remove revenue by item type, by input item type here. So I'm going to use item type. So we're going to center it. So we're already done with that. So that is what they want to see there. So they want to see the item type. So we already done with that. We'll put this in. So let me see if I can reduce this a bit. Now this is actually good. Let me reduce this a bit. So if I reduce this a bit, so we are having a figure running away. So and for it to show, so I have to expand everything. So we leave it that way and we just put it there. So the next thing we want to see is this. Don't forget that we have a lot to do here. So I'm going to close this. I'm also going to close this as well. So we want to see purchase and the item type differently. Already we have that in the part 2. So we might not actually use it here. So we are going to have a status. So we pick a table first. This is our table. And we are going to put, let's go to sales. We want to set the status. This is the sales. You can see we have approved, we have billed, we have cancelled, we have closed, we have created all those ones. So we are going to analyze it by what we have in other parts of it. So that is what we are going to see. So already we have sales, everything. So we are going to include that now to our report. So we have the sales already. And when we have this now, look at it, then we are going to use our quantity, because in part 3, which is the third report, we have it as our status and the amount. But now we want to see the status by the quantity received. Which one is approved by supervisor, which one is billed, which one is cancelled, which one is closed, which one is created, which one is goods reserved, which one is pending bill, and which one is pending supervisor approval. So we want to see this in the sales order. So we are going to pick, first of all, let's go to our bill. First of all, let's check it with our bill. So we have our bill. So you can see approved quantity bill is 1,147. Approved by supervisor. This is the bill. This is the cancelled. This is the closed. This is created. And this is reserved. 9 was reserved. Pending. This is the amount that is pending. Pending supervisor approval is 9. Goods reserved 9. Pending supervisor's approval is 9. So we are going to remove this and we are going to put our quantity order. So we are going to check again. You can see we have approved by supervisor. Quantity order is this. Bill is this. Cancel is this. Close is this. Created is this. goods reserve is this. So the same thing by quantity order. I mean, like this one which quantity are billed. So we go to opened. We don't have anything to do with open now. We want to see the quantity received now. So out of those one received, which one is billed, which one is closed. So you can see they are all build. So everything is built. So which is actually not for what we are aiming to achieve. So we go back to our item category. So let's pick our item category. So we have this. So we see build, we have cancelled inverter, cancelled modus, cancelled order, cancelled. So these are the something built and these are the something are cancelled. So already we've seen our build, we've seen our cancelled. So we remove this. It's just for us for experiments. So now we go to, we pick this. Let's wait for it. Why is it not coming? So we pick this. And then we are going to put our, let's go to item category. This is the item category. And let's go to the amount that we purchased from this. So let's see, we have, so let me see, so we have this shelter. So I'm not sure, can we just, if we can move this a bit here and move this closer a bit, let's see. And let's see if this can actually enter here. If it doesn't, then we'll move another one there. So we have this. Let me see if this can enter here as well. Let me see if I can. Let me turn it to this and let me see. So we can actually move this down here. Now we can actually have this a bit. So this is good here. And we have to move this somehow because this is accessory and the accessory have to be seen a bit. So let's move this closer here. So we have this accessory. Oh, good. Now what we are going to do, now this is the item category by purchase. So they would like to see the item category by purchase. So we are having it there. And let's go to our format. So we go to background already. I think the background has been removed. Oh, this is for this. So let's go to this. I will remove the background. Then we'll put our shadow. Then we don't want this anything about the x-axis. And for the y-axis, we don't need this. So let's go down to the title. We'll come up to the title. Y-axis. We don't need the title. It has gone. Then we go to the x-axis. We don't need everything about the x-axis. Everything here is for the x-axis, so we don't need it. So we remove this, and we also remove this. Now the next thing is, let's go back before our data label. Oh, we can as well put our data label. Let's go to, we are putting our data label and we are going to the value. Let's go to the value. From the value, we're not going to use auto, we're going to use million. So then we are going to position it. Display unit is million, that's good. Position, let's see where, let's move up. We are going to make it outside end. So we have that as outside end. So you can see category, sum of amount by category, this is purchase amount. So we are going to name the title. Let's go to purchase amount by item category. So we are going to purchase by item category. I hope it's purchase. Yeah, it's purchase. So, and we're going to have the same thing for. So we have this. So we are going to remove this. Then we are going to center it. So we've seen what each about cost by purchasing it. Then we'll have to see it selling it. So let's come down to this. We bring this down. And let me see if this can actually contain this. No. So we have to move this down. Here, if this can just contain this a bit, let me remove this height. So this can stay here. Then they would like to see. So we've seen the amount we bought. So what about the amount they sold it? So let's see. Let's come down here. And we are going to change this from purchase amount. And let's go to our sales. Let's open the menu here. And let's look for our service and by sales. So you can see the differences. That's 398.15 million. That's purchase. And it was sold 18 points. This, but we have to look at the quantity. So we cannot except we calculate the quantity. So we have ranking. So and we have to see selling by, is it by day, by month, probably, because we have to see all those ones. So let's bring this down here. So we have this here, and this is going to give us sales by item category. So we have this, and then we have the one more to go for the last one. Please, if you find this interesting, if you find this useful, please subscribe, please like, please comment, and this will actually encourage us doing more of this. And before we move to the third report, so we have just one more to go. And that one more to go, what are we looking at here? We are just looking at a very small amount of something. So let me go back to the report and see what we are lacking that we have not included in it. So we only have, they want to see by inventory. Already we have the inventory there. So the last but not the least is we are picking so for then I want us to bring our something here that we are going to use, because we are going to use the cell slicer to see if it actually working with it. So we are going to copy this together. Then we'll come back to the report 2. Then we are going to paste them here. Let me see. Yeah, so we have it there. Don't. So we have it already here. And let's try. First of all, let's see the item category. Let's see charging station. So you can see what we have. So the type is invert part. So we see the sales, purchase is 12.8 million, and revenue is 5.1 million. Then not available. So we leave this. So we come back to this. Is 0.4 million. This is 400,000, and this is 200,000. Revenue. I think that is somehow good. So we'll go back to this. You can see also we have purchased by item category. We have invert accessory. We have 32.65 million. They have 15.9 million. Perfectly good. perfectly. Then so we have invert, so you can see inverter, we have this, then we have this as the cells. So and then we have the open, we have the quantity order, then we have quantity receive, then we have quantity for the sales and also for the, oh excuse me please, this is going to be for the, first of all let me remove this to see we can have two cells. This is sales and this is going to be for the purchase. So let's do this and let's change it back to let's go to the title. This is going to be purchase wise, not sales. So we have this as purchase wise, so everything is perfectly good. So you can see we are getting what they need. So before we call it a day, we are going to check the subsidiary ID. So we are going to check here and let's see what we have. Let me close this so that I will not cover this. So you can see we have cost per order 39, open purchase 28 million still. Average cost this purchase year to date is this. Sales revenue is blank. Why is our sales year to date blank? Let me check this. Also blank and also doesn't work with this. So we check those ones and we fix it back. So definitely we check why this subsidiary is not working with our ESS to date. Let me see which of the are we using for the subsidiary. We're using average item, and perhaps we'll check the relationship between the inventory and the sales. So that is what we do next, and I'm going to fix that at the back of the camera and also for sales. So we'll check that together. I'll check that also. We also visit. As I've said, I'm going to provide a data set for this that is exactly similar to what we have here, but not this data set, as I've said. So thank you for taking this wonderful ride with me. Please, if you find this video interesting, if you find this video useful, please subscribe, please comment, and please like. And click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. So I'm going to provide you the data set, and I'm going to, after the third, which is the report 3, because we are going to have the report 3 here. Then after the report 3, I'm going to provide a data set that you are going to use to also practice along. So that's will actually make sense. So we have report 1, which is what we did here. So we have report 2 also, and then we have, let me see, we have report 2, and this is the report 2. They would like to see purchase by item category, we're giving them. They would like to see 6 by item category, we're giving them. They would like to see purchase and sales by item type. Already we're giving them. They would like to see sales wise and purchase wise, so which we've given it to them. And then purchase year to date and sales year to date, this is what we're having. Average cost, this is what it is. Then open purchase, this is 24 million. Even here we can see the open purchase is 24 million. Then we have cost per order. Let me see. Let's come back to item category. Let's see modus, and let's see the cost per order, 8.80. So that's good. Then let's go to inverter. We have 112, right? That is high. Then let's go to shelter. Then we have 4.2 cost per order. So we have come to the end. Thank you for taking this wonderful ride with me. My name remains Peter Analytics. See you in the part 3 of the tutorial. And please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment as well. Bye.